Hello students, welcome back. This is Bhomik sir. Good afternoon, good morning whenever you listen to this, maybe good morning or good afternoon. You must be enjoying your classes at your home. The first part of this chapter, The Road Not Taken, written by means the poet of him is Robert Frost. Okay, this I had already given and I had introduced this poem. I had given you some of the important meanings, the rhyme scheme. I'll be writing out the rhyme scheme again in short and quickly so that you can come across it is A, B, A, A, B. This I told. And another I told is that is an extended metaphor. Extended metaphor. Okay. It's an extended metaphor. Next, another thing you need to remember is that this I had given you one diagram that the poet is standing in front of a forked road. I told you forked or diverged road. The poet is standing here. This is the poet. He calls himself the traveler. Here is some undergrowth he tries to see in the first road, but he is not able to see. And both the roads more or less looks to him as the same. Season is the autumn season, when the leaves are yellow. And generally he is a kind of an insightful poet, where you find that he has two meanings at least, and he justifies both the meanings in the same manner and gives equal chances to the meanings. Now here the metaphor is between the road is matched with both the roads are matched with the choices in your life. The poet being the traveler who has to take the choice, one of the roads as the one. Undergrowth are the hurdles in the life. And finally, each and every road, there are some things you need to remember. First of all, you can write down. Number one, each and every road, first point is that each and every road will lead you to your goal. Okay, each and every road, you can slowly write it down. Each and every road will be leading you to your goal. Second point. Okay. Second point is that there would be choices in your life, and you have to tackle the choices, because you are the only person who will be dealing with this choice, and you have to take the decision. Third point, which is important, is that ages and ages hence, or you can say after 10 years or 15 years, you cannot change your decision. Decisions can't be changed. Decisions can't be changed. As the roads, according to the poet, you will find out the roads do not meet each other. Okay, it's not a crisscrossing road, means the road which you are traveling will not meet the other decision. Means if you have decided to become a doctor or something or the other, say for example a gynecologist, then you cannot change in the midway and think of being that it would have been better that I become an engineer, fine, in my life. Now these kind of decisions has to be taken by you, and you cannot blame a person for this afterwards. Next, last one, most important, is that after you reach to your goal, because each and every road will lead you to some kind of final point, and after you reach there, you may be fully satisfied, you may be unsatisfied, you may be not satisfied comparatively after seeing somebody else. So it may be a kind of a happiness with you, or you may think that if I would have chosen that thing, or if I would have taken that kind of decision before, then I would not have been in this kind of place. So this is the fourth one. The fourth is the final one. Fine. So these are the four things what the poet is talking about. And he is also talks about a kind of an the fallen leaves. Say for example, he talks about one by one. I'll be going through the paragraph. Two roads diverged in a yellow wood, and sorry I could not travel both. He is a traveler, and in this paragraph, he is a traveler. He has already told that I am the traveler, standing to take the decision. Okay, which road to go? Fine, this road or this road. Now, in one of the roads, I have to travel. I cannot stand. Be one traveler. One means I was a single traveler. You will not be. You can be given suggestions in your life. Again, if you compare with your life, then you will find out that you can be given some kind of suggestions, but nobody will be involving in your life directly to take, means that your goal or something or the other. Your goal and your choice is simply your choice. So nobody will be, somebody may be helping you, but nobody can give you the total decision power. You have to decide on your own, so what to take, what not to take. Now here also he is a traveler. Long I stood. Long means why he is standing here long? Because he has to think. He has to take a decision. I stood. Being a traveler, he is standing. But what he is trying to mean, and an indirect meaning, is that generally we take a lot of time to decide some kind of fair decision, choice. And look down one as far as I could. Means he is trying to look one bent like this. Okay. So he is not able to judge, because this undergrowth, I told you, it's a kind of a plant growth. There it's a forest. The trees are here. Here there are trees. Okay, mind you, these are trees. Now when for you, I'll draw this with the help of green. Fine. Okay. Now these are trees here. Fine. Now it looks better. Now here these are trees, and he is not able to decide this side he should go or that. In this case, what he is saying is that the road bent, where it bent in the undergrowth. He is not able to judge the road because his vision is not able to supply that kind of information. You cannot look into the future and find out that whether this road would be better, or you have to judge on your own at that time, standing there. You cannot look into the future. That is what he's trying to imply here. In your life, you have to take your own decisions, and you can be helped, you can be suggested, but you have to take the decision on your own, and that's why you are a single traveler, single decision maker. And there would be hurdles in your life, and that hurdles would be obstructing your vision to the future. So that is what he is trying to say, that it bent in the undergrowth. So I was trying to find out what is there, but I could not do the thing. Then took the other, just as fair, and having perhaps a better claim. Now he is trying to see the other road, and having perhaps a better claim. It looked comparatively better to him. One road was that kind, and another road seemed to him. It's not that it is. It seemed to him that it was a kind of a better road. Okay, because it was grassy and wanted wear. Now, grassy means, I told you, it's a bit of grasses are there. It means that it's quite, you can say, asking to be walked upon, or you can say it's more beautiful path, and it makes the poet feel, or the traveler feel, or the person feel that this is the most easiest path and there would be no obstacles in this. Generally it feels that there are two types of roads in your life, or decisions to be taken. When while you take the decisions, then one is an easier path, quite asking to be taken, and another one is the one which is a bit difficult one, and you think that whether to go on the go or take that path or not. Okay, so the demand on this path was more, so better claim, so it had a better demand. Okay, and there was wanted where has not been used much. It looked grassier and has not been used much, so it looked to him that this can be taken. Though as for that passing there, but still again he contrasted, his mind is contrasting, because he has to take the decision. Again he says, I told you there is a contrast in the first part of my video. I told you that though as for that the passing there means the travelers who had used these roads before, so had warned them really about the same. Means now he is a bit confused. He is now the first road and the second road, though this is looking grassier, okay, this is looking a bit grassier, but now what he is feeling, that this road and this road both are same. Okay, both are same. Okay, had warned them really about the same, this word. Now here in the third paragraph, and both that morning, both means we are talking about the roads here, both the roads, we are talking about the roads. Both that morning, the morning when the traveler was standing there to take the decision which road to take. As a traveler, if you think, fine, and both that morning means it's an autumn morning, okay, season autumn. Equally lay, both the roads had same value for him now. In leaves no step had trodden black, means what he is trying to say in this, please don't be confused with this one with the previous paragraph. What he is trying to say is that the fallen leaves, the leaves which had fallen from the trees on that fresh morning, that morning nobody had used, and the path seemed to be afresh. Okay, means the narrator is trying to reflect on how he is to plan, say for example, how is to plan to path, that means to take the path. He looks down the path as far as he can and then decides to take the grassy path as it seems less worn or used than the other. But on further introspection, the paths appear the same. This is what the thing is. Okay. Oh, I kept. Now the third line you see. Oh, I kept the first for another day. First means the one which he has seen the first. Maybe it doesn't mean that the one which I showed the left hand side or the right hand side. Is one road he kept for another day. Yet knowing way leads on to way. This he is planning. Because see, one thing it is, another thing, the fifth point I told you, 4 points there for the roads. The fifth point, another thing is clear, that you cannot return back to the same origin from where you started. Actually, whenever you travel or whenever you take a decision to travel, then you take the decision and start traveling. And as you travel 5 years, 10 years, and after that you think, no, I have taken a wrong path. I need to return back and again change my decision. You cannot time travel back. Are you getting the point, boys and girls? Now, it's very clear. You keep that with, means whenever you will take many decisions in your life, and I think I will suggest you that decisions should be firm, and that brings a success in your life. Okay, now these decisions cannot be bent, you cannot be mended. Okay, you cannot change these decisions again and again and again. It's not possible. Okay, now he is planning. It's a kind of a plan, that yet knowing how way leads on to way. Maybe that while being a doctor or something or the other, you may change your path from being a gynecologist to some other part. I'm talking about gynecologists. Now you may change it to a simple physician. Okay, but totally you cannot revert back the decision. Reverting means you cannot totally change and come back to the original point and again start doing the work. No, it's not possible. Now here he is clarifying the point. I doubt if I should ever come back. Though he knows the way may lead to the another way and he may bit change, but he cannot totally come back. In the last paragraph what he says is that, I'll make you very clear, this Sai I had told you. Okay, that but he suspects that he probably would not be able to do so. Instead he hopes in the future. Means now this is the hoping for the future, this paragraph. He hopes in the future that he would be able to share his experiences and choice he took that changed his life. Now change his life two ways. One is this way, another is this way. Means what? One can be changed for the better, another can be changed for the worse. Now bad, not worse maybe, but bad, which you did not even expect. I shall be telling this with a sigh. That's why he is using this word here. I will be telling this with a sigh. Somewhere ages and ages hence. Ages and ages hence means in the future. Okay, means this part he is talking about. Hence I have already given you the meaning. Meaning is there in your book at last. So for the first video you can go through the meanings. Two roads diverged. I told you, had means in the future he would be thinking. Diverging means it is splitting or fork, becoming fork roads, where he had to take the decision. Two roads diverged in a wood, and I took the one less travelled by, and that has made all the difference. Means when he will be introspecting in all these matters, then he will be going through the things that yes, this is the reason that has brought all the matters back to me. Fine. So take this very clearly, that these are very much necessary in your life. Robert Frost gives you a kind of a situation which is quite nearly related to your life. It's not that he gives us some kind of situations. So he tells that generally we should not do not hesitate or retract back. We need to face situations. Okay, and mind you, boys and girls, when I will sending the notes and the question answers, I'll be giving you the figures of speech with the examples, and you need to go through the figures of speech. And as you go through, if you have problems, then send the feedbacks on the digital platform of Daffodils. On the basis of that, we can send you more in a better way. Okay, thank you very much for enjoying the lesson. Bye bye from my side. Hope I'll join you next for the next lesson. Okay, keep enjoying the classes. Bye bye.